Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a cool flashlight review, this one from ACEBEAM. Let's get into it. So this is the ACEBEAM UC3A multicolor signaling light. This thing is really cool. It's got a bunch of cool features for such a little package. Let's open it up and check this thing out. This thing comes with a 10-year warranty. That is crazy that they're willing to stand behind it for a decade. That is amazing. It comes with 900 lumens on the max power brightness. It has a dual LED main light. It is full RGB mode as well for the auxiliary light, and it has dual switches. But if you want to learn more about it or pick one up, go to acebeam.com. So in the package, they give you a couple things here. They give you some paperwork on how to operate it and go through all the different modes. We normally don't ever do that. We just kind of go through and try to figure it out on our own. They give you a warranty card in here as well as the product certification card. So maybe helpful to hang on to those to keep your warranty, especially for 10 years. That's crazy. They give you an empty Ziploc bag, which I'm assuming had this little rubber seal in it. I'm assuming that is a water seal for the battery area or something. So might want to hang on to that. Actually, they give you two of them. Two little tiny O-rings. And then finally, they give you like a little keychain type thing here with a little spring clip on the end to clip it around your keys or your belt loop or whatever you want. Full 360 swivel on that. And then finally, they give you a USB to USB-C charging cable. This is a rechargeable flashlight. They give you the cable, no brick included. And then finally, they give you the light. Now, I don't know if this one comes in multiple colors or not, but mine is a pretty cool, like almost an ash gold color. Pretty nice, actually. I like the design. It has a good amount of weight to it, but doesn't feel overly heavy or anything. If this was kept in your pocket, I wouldn't see this being as too heavy or anything like that. It has a pretty stout belt clip on the back here. So pretty nice. It is pretty decent. It is a little bit thin between the screws and the clip, so I'm wondering on thicker belts if this would cause a problem or not. I do see it being fine to wear in your hat. So if I flip my hat around and I got my brim here, I could take that, clip it on there, and I now have a headlamp as well. That is pretty convenient. So I've got the headlamp, I've got a ability to clip it inside my pocket, and I feel like this would put it down deep enough that it wouldn't be a problem for you. It also, if you're putting it in your pocket, does put the lights facing up. So if you do accidentally keep it on or something while you put it in your pocket, you're going to notice that light being on. So pretty nice. This is it feels to be an aluminum body. They do have a battery port here on this twist off screw cap here. I'm assuming this is the battery. It is, and they do have that little piece of plastic in there. So they do provide you with a AAA battery. This is a rechargeable AAA battery. So we can screw that on now. Very nice, very nicely threaded on. I'm liking it so far. The outside design is nice. So there's the two. Right on the front there is the two LED main lights, and then this white tube on the side here, I'm assuming is going to be your RGB signaling light. On the front, we have two buttons. We have the main light button and an RGB button. They're both labels as such, so you have the bottom one says RGB, and the top one has the main light kind of shining out to let you know which light you are turning on. Other than that, there's not a whole lot. There is a little hole here on the bottom that you can attach your key ring to if you wanted to do that or have that on there. You could also attach another lanyard or something to it if that's what you want to do. We're going to start with the RGB light first. So one press turns the light on and you're given a nice white light. Now, if you hold that RGB button down, you can flash between your low and high. So low and high lights, you can switch down to low and it'll stay on a low, nice low dim light. hit it again to turn it off. Hit it back on, and then double click when it's on. That takes you to red. Double click again. That takes you to red flashing. Double click again. You now have green. Double click again, green flashing, then blue flashing. Now here you go. Now we've got like red and blue police. Now we have the full spectrum of RGB mode there, just kind of scrolling up. That's kind of a cool look. You know, something fun if you're camping with kids or something and you want to have that in, or have it as a background light or something like that. And then double click again brings you back to white. Now the actual light on the front is one click. If I hold low, medium, high. So we do have a low, a medium. So low, medium, and high. That's that 900 lumens. Very bright, actually. Pretty powerful. Not bad. Not bad light at all, actually. I don't mind that. Now, one click takes it off, one click takes it on. If we turn it on and double click, now we have a strobe light. Pretty cool little light. I like all the little features that it has. This is pretty nice. So again, this is the UC3A from ACEBEAM. I like the features it has. Rechargeable AAA battery. You could probably run this off a regular AAA battery as well if you wanted to. Nice, pretty stout belt clip on the back. Ability to use it as a headlamp. I like that. I really like the RGB mode on the side. That little red flashing or something, or red and blue flashing, whatever you wanted to have. You can either have the red light on or the blue light on to save your night vision. If you're trying to illuminate something but you don't want to kill your night vision, you could do stuff like that. Or you could just have fun with it with that full spectrum of red, green, blue, and everything else in between, just kind of swirling up. I like that. It just makes it fun. Again, their box doesn't say if their unit is waterproof or not, but it does seem to be waterproofed with that rubber gasket seal on the battery port. I would assume this is waterproof up to a certain point. Now, the battery that they give you is rechargeable, but you have to take the battery out and plug in your USB-C cable to it and then plug it in. Not that bad, not really a game changer by any means. I think, in fact, that may actually help with the waterproofness of the unit. 10-year warranty, that is really impressive for a light like this. It does seem very well built, very stout. It is nice kind of aircraft aluminum. I like this anodized finish on the outside. Again, gold. If you want to pick up one of these ACEBEAM lights for yourself, I'll put links in the description down below, as well as first pinned comment. If you like gear reviews like this, flashlight reviews especially, I do a lot of those on this channel. Camping reviews, tent reviews, tool reviews, tech reviews. I do a lot of reviews. Woodworking videos, motorcycle, kayaking, camping, hiking, all kinds of content. If it's outdoors, I do it on this channel. Subscribe down below, click the bell so YouTube notifies you when I put out new content. Give me a thumbs up on this video, comment down below, let me know what you think of this light or what you think of other flashlights like this, rechargeable flashlights in general. And do all the things. I'll see you on the next one.